Looks like we're going to have Vendetta on the right, Regulators on the left.
Strong breakout over here from Vendetta. They go all the way out to near side Paintball.
Yeah, Vendetta made it in. It's like both players are 5 up, but one of the Regulators players just dropped out of the home and getting checked. But there's so we're 4 Regulators. We'll take this wedge.
It's currently 4 on 5. Pretty conservative breakouts. They must have been watching yesterday, kind of seeing what works, seeing what doesn't.
Yeah, there's some big lanes on this field, but if they get wide and you don't, you're in trouble.
Yeah, it gets a little tight in that center.
Regulators, you can tell he wants to make his way into the brick. It looks like the Vendetta player was shot out of this large wedge on the far side.
Right here, we're watching this player in this wing. Looking to be a big playmaker here. As soon as he gets into this wing, he gets that 50, he just starts wrapping and starts taking bodies off the field.
I think a lot of the teams that were watching yesterday saw how strong the bricks were, and they want to get in there. You can see the Regulators players making the run right now from the Dorito right to the brick.
Comes out real wide.
Vendetta has both the large wedges, and they're on a cross right now.
You were out here playing yesterday, right?
I was. Oh, looks like Vendetta lost a body out of the large wedge. And Regulators are shooting on the inside of the 50 brick, looking for the wedge player.
How did you feel about playing that wedge?
You know, those wedges can get pretty tight. It's not easy to gunfight out of them, in my opinion. I think that a lot of players see the large wedges and they feel protected in there and they want to cross it up and try to slow the field down, but getting wide is really more productive, I think. Like right now, you look at Regulators, they have both 50 bricks, they're both wrapping. They're actually on their side of the field, close out the last Vendetta player. It's like Regulators are going to win that one with 3 bodies because Vendetta was conceding the point. Very hard to get shot all day, yelled at.
Waste of potential in the chat saying Charm City going to do something weird.
RBC lose 2 bodies off the 3 bodies off the break. Not a penalty. They just had the other. Yeah, it's like Charm City had their lanes dialed in, and maybe RBC was a little too slow getting into their spots.
Charm City might have been out here practicing.
So Charm City looks like they're gonna capitalize, pushing down the field. RBC still stuck in the pocket with their last 2 bodies, and they're shooting heads up, leaving the middle of that field open.
That home player, that bunker's getting real tight in there.
Yes, it is.
He's going to need to bump out here soon.
Yep, before it's too late, which it might be, because Charm City's in the near side 50 brick. He's about looking for the wrap shot on the home.
He's going to shred this home player. He's coming out just like a foot and a half further.
Yep. Oh, but he came out gunned down.
Got lucky there.
Looks like RBC must have conceded that point.
Yeah, they were just burning time.
That's the smart thing.
Nasty, super fast.
Yeah, these fields drain pretty quick. They're graded properly and they drain pretty quick, which is great. Here we go. Let's see. Regulators on the right, Vendetta on the left. Vendetta makes a big bump off the break. Yeah, he makes it in clean.
Yeah, that was spot fire.
Yeah, spot fire, number 9. Shooting inside. Looks like Regulators are able to fill out to the far Dorito, and Vendetta matches as well.
Regulators are over here on the right, kind of a conservative breakout. We were calling that bunker over there yesterday the hidden temple because you can't see it from where you're at.
Yep.
But he is in that hidden temple, and they're in both temples, that home and that wedge.
Yep. It's like Vendetta. Vendetta's still shooting cross right here from this 40 mini W. And the Regulators know he's there. This Regulators near side wedge player is trying to stop him. I'm not sure he can stop him if he goes on the outside route, but we'll see.
Yeah, somebody's definitely shooting there.
Yeah, I think the far side Dorito has been trying to shoot paint through that gap as well, but
they're punishing that near side right in front of you.
It's like, yeah, Regulators are going to bump in to the mini W.
Yep, mirror that W there.
The Regulators he wants to go into the brick. He's thinking about it. He's trying to figure out who's stopping him right now, I think. He's talking to his teammate behind him.
Yeah, he's definitely yelling at his guy. He's saying, hey, I'm ready to go. Let's get this moving.
Yeah, the Regulators understand how strong this brick is over here. They want to get in.
They must have been watching everybody play yesterday.
Yep. Vendetta's home player is still shooting the far side, trying to stop the Dorito from moving.
Is it still 5 bodies up?
I believe it is 5-on-5 right now. It's like Vendetta's in the Dorito, the small temple, the mini W, the far Dorito, and the home.
The Regulators are in that far side snake beam, the far side corner, that hidden temple there, the wedge, and this mini W here.
Yeah, I think the Regulators far side corner. Yep, they just shot out the
one on each side.
Yep, the Vendetta player, and then the Regulators lose their temple player.
Yep. Regulators are still out just a little wider, and Vendetta drops their far side corner. Regulators.
Oh, Regulators trade out with Vendetta right there. It's like Regulators filled that spot, Regulators filled out to the Dorito. Vendetta is going to try and get back into that brick and refill the spot.
Takes that brick. Regulators have one in this.
It's like Vendetta.
Dorito.
Yeah.
He knows he's there now.
Yep.
What do you got, Trevor?
Regulators move up. They are moving. They're at the 50.
Yep.
They came all the way from that far side corner. Made it all the way to the 50.
It looks like Vendetta's dropping his gun to reload here, and Regulators, they're not shooting at each other, even though they're mirrored up. So Vendetta wants to go. He wants to, oh, Vendetta loses their home player, and now Vendetta, yeah, Regulators shoot the last Vendetta player.
Give him just a back massage on his way out.
Looks like Regulators did lose their Dorito at the very end, though. So Vendetta's going to towel that point, try to preserve the time. Charm City, Don Dugan and Nick Kovacic, I actually played 7-man with them back in the early 2000s. Known them for a long time.
Bit of yelling here coming from the pit, trying to communicate in right before this buzzer goes off.
Like Charm City player trying to go to the far side corner, makes it there alive. RBC's 5 up as well.
Pretty conservative breakout.
Yeah, but RBC does make the bump into the mini W. And looks like Charm City's going to go into the near side Dorito here.
You can see right here, RBC is filled out, filling all the way out that far corner.
Yep, they want to match.
Those lanes.
Yep. You can get your player in one of these bricks and your corner player behind him. You know, it's pretty easy to protect him from there.
Eric White's still standing there at the home, standing tall, shooting his gun.
I'm sure he still has Bantates in his mouth. The Charm City just loses their corner player, trying to make a bump up to the Dorito, but at the same time, though, Charm City makes a big bump into the 50 brick. Looks like he made it in clean.
Sean Dugan there.
RBC filled out to the corner. The ref's going to check him. Oh, and the Charm City loses their 50 brick. Looks like RBC is playing very controlled right now. They know where all the bodies are.
I don't know where he got shot from. Was that the corner? Was that that?
I think he got shot by this player that just bumped into the 50 brick on the far side. I think he shot him from the mini W, I believe. RBC just shot another Charm City player. Charm City right now has the near side wedge and the far side corner, I believe. Oh, and the corner player looks like he shoots out RBC's 50 brick.
There's 4 bodies up for RBC.
It's 4 on 2. Charm City's trying to hold this offense down, but it's not. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. RBC makes it into the near side 50 brick. Oh, looks like RBC gets a minor penalty, though. And he pulls out 2 players on the top side, but Charm City is only the snake corner is alive. And RBC is on the same side of the field here, trying to close him out.
Severn at the far side Dorito, you can see him right there.
It looks like RBC is
They are
still trying to close this out. The corner there. Like Charm City's gonna go ahead and concede as the last player gets shot.
With 6 minutes and 45 seconds
So
left.
we have a 1-1 game now.
1 minute. 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds before this point.
Regulators do pocket breakout. Look like they may get 5 alive.
Vendetta also at 5 alive. They went a little bit more conservative, stacked that home up, just try and burn a body. And then bumped out to this near side to
Regulators are making the bump into the wedge here.
Vendetta loses one of their home players. The other home bumped out to the near side near side brick. That's the Regulators move up into this W right now.
It's like the ref's checking out Vendetta over here. He's saying it's wrong. Oh, let's see if he's coming in, checking. Stays clean. Looks like Vendetta players getting checked again over here. Saying it's rub again.
Yep.
Regulators are in a good spot here, but he just took a shot. Their attacker just took a shot. And then they fill out to the near side corner.
So Vendetta has 4 bodies alive, but in both those Doritos, the near side temple and the near side brick.
Yep, looks like Regulators have both corners.
Vendetta's out here down 2 points, just kind of sitting in their bunker shooting their guns.
Yep, Vendetta player makes his way out to the corner to match Regulators. City's trying to push his Dorito player down the field with this brick. But the Regulators are shooting cross from the mini W, and Vendetta's going to go ahead and drop their gun as they dive into the snake and gets it back. Looks like the ref's going to check him out. Oh, Regulators making a big push, and looks like he went ahead and traded out with the far side Dorito Vendetta player.
Trying to do something to break this game open with one of these headbands.
Looks like Vendetta player right here in the snake, talking back to his team, saying who's stopping him right now.
There's
Like
2 minutes left in this match. They're down 2 bodies. They're 2 points.
Gotta make something happen.
Yeah, we got just happy shooting their guns right now.
Yeah, Vendetta needs to push the issue right now. They have near side corner, the snake, and it looks like one of the center small temples. The clock is winding down, and Regulators are pretty much have both corners in the home, and they're locking all the zones down.
They're just locking these lanes down. Know they're up. They know they've got time on their side right now.
Vendetta player mixes inside out of the snake into the mini W. He's looking for the corner player that's stopping him from making the brick bump. And Vendetta goes ahead and moves out to the far side Dorito to spread the field. But there's a minute 30 left.
Not a whole lot of time. 3 bodies left. Those calls in the back, those story time, sleepy time calls are coming out now. They're looking at the clock going,
They
hey,
have
there's
this
90
cross.
seconds
Yeah,
left.
they have this cross, and they're just content to keep it. I think they're okay with taking a 2-0 if Vendetta doesn't push the field.
Not great for the margin, but a win is better than a tie or a loss.
That's very true. Vendetta's going to go ahead and make his way into the mini Dorito at the 50-yard line, which is interesting.
I didn't see a whole lot of people playing this bunker yesterday. I saw maybe 1 or 2, and that's just so they could shoot into that corner.
Yeah, just for closes. I'm surprised he took that, but let's see if it pays off. Maybe they won't be expecting it. But Vendetta does make their way into the far side 50 brick as well. But he's going to have to wrap pretty deep to try and shoot this other side corner, looks like. We're 30 seconds. You know, Vendetta has to get 2 points in 30 seconds to tie. 20 seconds now. It doesn't look like it's going to happen.
This game might just be wrapped up now.
Yeah, the urgency of the clock management is not there right now.
Yeah, That's the difference in between those D3 teams and those D4 teams, is being able to shoot your gun and then look at the clock and say, hey, there's 2 minutes left. We're down 2 points. We need to go.
Yeah, you have to make those risks at that point because if you're going to lose either way. Yep, there you go. Looks like Regulators are going to take this one 2-0. Vendetta's going to have to talk about that one.
AKA Banana Man.
That's going to need to be his jersey from now on.
I feel like that's going to be his new nickname. Working on some cool things with that, and here we're going to see RBC make it 5 alive.
Charm City is also as well. They're in both these temples, both bricks, and that home. Just kind of playing conservative, watching from the entree, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. Their first real point of this tournament right now. Kind of getting in there and going, okay, let's play a little soft and see what works from here.
Looks like RBC losing their first player over here. Unfortunately, it's going to be actually, and as soon as I say that, Charm City losing one as well, so it's going to bring it back to a 4v4. Both teams still pretty tight here in the center pocket.
We watched, yesterday it was 412 crew, I believe, out here coming, just shooting their guns, burning lanes off the break, and then once they get up, take control of that game, really get into that driver's seat.
RBC losing that guy, trying to bump out to that far side corner, and that's not going to be what they need. Now they're stuck at the both center wedges as well as the back center with 3 left alive. Meanwhile, it looks like Charm City, I see 3 alive for Charm City. Is there 4? Where's that 4th guy?
He's in that hidden temple.
He's in the hidden temple. I can't see him because of how tall these wedges are, so Charm City going to make their way up into the snake, and it looks like he's going to get shot.
Called for a check, and the ref called him out.
I seen the spray. I knew it was coming.
Just 3 bodies alive over here for Charm City Chaos in that hidden temple. That home. Oh, never mind. As soon as I say that, he gets out of that home. Now it is 2 there. Both these center temples, and they are kind of just stuck in the middle now.
Both teams, actually looks like RBC looks like the widest here over on that far side inside mini race.
They're on that far side W. Now they are both. Here he comes down the line.
RBC looks like number 3. Vic is going to go ahead and get 1. Not able to get the second one. Thought that there possibly was an S1. And it looks like Charm City Chaos is going to towel that, and RBC is going to take that. Great move over here by number 3, Vic, for RBC. Able to sponsor us. So since the other match ended, we are in X ball, and RBC now is going to be on your right, Charm City on your left. See how this pans out. We have a 2-1 score right now. RBC in the driving seat, looking to take this first match here.
I'm out conservative here. Both people. Charm City Chaos drops 2 bodies.
Oh no, Charm City losing 2 off the breaker shortly after, and RBC 5 strong alive. Still fairly in the center though, looking to make these bumps out here very shortly now that there's only 3 guns on them. And just like that, they go ahead and bump out to the far side corner and up to this near side wedge. So getting out of their primary bunkers, moving to their secondaries. All 5 still alive for RBC. Charm City in a little bit of a hole right now, stuck in the middle, but they are in those both center wedges, so definitely a good spot for them to be, and it looks like that they're also in that far side Dorito.
They are shooting. They're taking that page from yesterday, watching that, shooting the guns, and then getting out here. Not necessarily trying to win their gun fights, but win the fights that they have to take.
Now RBC, unfortunately, in a little bit tough situation here. They're stuck in the center, and with 5 alive over here, I'm sorry, Charm City stuck in the middle. With 5 alive, RBC is going to be shooting pretty heavily. Ooh. They're going to be shooting pretty heavily to keep them in the center, unfortunately.
RBC moves from that hidden temple up to that wedge, and then bumps all the way out to this near side corner, so they are spread wide in this field.
RBC still able to keep 5 alive, and they're just shooting their lanes, keeping Charm City stuck here in the middle, not able to make a move, and he's going to go ahead and take a bump out to that S1 on the far side. So definitely what RBC needs if they want to come back in there, they need to get a quick kill or two and able to free up the field. Right now there's 5 guns shooting at 3 people, so very hard for Charm City to make any type of moves without winning a gunfight here shortly.
RBC is up a point, so they might just be burning this time down a little bit.
RBC in the position right now to win this match as long as they keep this up and just keep rolling their guns, and it looks like they are going to do so. Tons of pods left out here, and RBC is trying to get a little bit wider now. It's going to be in this near side mini race as well as the far side Dorito. And they're going to go ahead and take out the Charm City Chaos player on the far snake side, so now it's going to leave Charm City Chaos with just 1 player left here in this center. So 10 seconds here. We're going to have RBC here on your left, Charm City Chaos in your right. Charm City need to pull something out of their hats and get a quick point here, see if they go wide off the break. And they're going to go, it looks like, all the way. Oh no, and the ref's going to be running in, and that's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a minor penalty, and they're going to go ahead and pull one of the players. So it's going to be 3 left alive for RBC, and they did, well, actually, sorry, 2 left for RBC. The far side run, unfortunately, was not successful, and it's going to leave our Charm City Chaos with 2 players left alive, and RBC not wasting any time, already up in that 50 far side brick. And Charm City going to lose another one, and there's going to be 1 player left, and it's going to be another penalty. So Charm City really throwing the ball on that one. Looks like the player got shot going up to, I believe was that other wedge off the break. Ref all the way here from the center 50 having to run up and grab him.
I think he did that twice.
Yeah, there was, I think he's not playing around today. They said we got a lot of games to play. We need to get this thing rolling. So we're going to have Charm City Chaos here on our left. RBC on your right.
Different setup for RBC, but just to take those same 5 bumpers. They make, both teams make the move out to the wedge from those small temple. Charm City moves up to that other wedge, as does RBC. Charm City loses their far side wedge player here. RBC is now in control of this game. They are up by 2 bodies, 3 bodies to 5. As they move up here into this
Charm City losing 2 players now with only 2 left alive. Ref running in to check the RBC player, and this might be what Chaos needs, and he's going to go ahead and call him clean. And Charm City Chaos right there is going to go ahead and get fully eliminated. But RBC not realizing it yet, and looks like Charm City's going to go ahead and blow the towel, and they're going to blow the towel on the mercy. So that's going to be a mercy here for RBC. Great job by them. Eric White playing on that team. He was our caster, aka Banana Man, yesterday.